distance, isn't it?
It may well be.
Yes. So I thought
No.
this year I would get my own back. Last year.
We know.
Yes. So first of all, champagne is to toast the living legend that is Mr. Alan Jones.
Mr. Alan. Thank you all very much. Much appreciated.
Right, crying it, he's crying it. I've got a photo.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers all.
I do more things. Animals, yeah. Neil, thanks a lot. Mom? Yes.
Cheers, Alan.
Cheers. Yeah, Mom, yeah. Thank you.
You're not done yet.
Ladies,
That's the beginning.
please remain upstanding.
No, do remain seated.
You sit down. You can't see. You're blocking the lights.
I'm still wondering what I'm going to do.
Let's stand up.
You rotten bugger, made me help you start running ATLS courses.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
This time, 14 years ago in 1998. 30th of June to 2nd of July was our very first course. As we have run over 30 courses since then, well over 30.
Yeah.
At one point, only 4 a year.
Yeah, that was hard.
So,
That
we
was
decided
I can testify.
that we ought to recognise this in some way, and that the only way of recognising this was to kind of take a leaf out of, the BAFTAs, the Oscars, So, in which case, we decided the only thing was to present you with something that would remind you of trauma, and indeed your favourite, like Lynn and the Manchesters that are down there, and to say thank you for 14 glorious years, 14 life-changing years in many ways. And indeed that would sum up what it says on here, which is from ATLS East Kent.
Oh my God.
And it says Alan G. Jones, the trauma man.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It's really lovely. I mean, I remember when the secretaries were being interviewed, there was a blonde tart, and a couple of others, and Val said, "This is the lady you really want. She is very, very good." And I thought, right, that's fine, that's what I need. And she had that, so je ne sais quoi.
You fancied her?
There was a determination in the way, and I had done my ATLS, and I did it. I was a consultant, and I had I've been a consultant for about 8 years. So I couldn't really hack it. So I went over to the States to do my ATLS. And I hacked it, I passed it, and I got it, and I came back to Ipswich, and they all went, it's a load of crap that. So it was a bit disappointing, but I ran and I got to be an instructor, and when I came to Margate, I met Glenn, and Glenn was in a cupboard running ALS. He had no support.
Just to never come out of the closet.
It was one of those with laparoscopic hernias.
coming out
He had no support.
So he was trying to run this ALS course. So between the two of us and Jane, we got ATLS going. I helped Glenn with that, and I always remember, who was it from King's? He came down, Ken Glucksman. Ed Glucksman.
He's about to retire, Alan.
Yeah, Ed came down. He'd been on the thing to check the first course he ran. He said, "Well, I can't see any problem with that. Fine, ticked you up."
He's never been back since.
No, he's never been back since. So we started running courses, and I got all the nurses in A&E. and every consultant I could lay my hands on, anaesthetics, orthopaedic, general surgery, sent them all off to all areas of the below the wash. I pulled favours from consultants I knew. I want these consultants to go on your course at short notice, all these nurses. And we had about 15 or 16 consultants, all ATLS instructors, got them up to the college, pushed the college, because I've got some links there with teaching and training, etc. We started running these courses in a 4-year, and I was doing about 4 with Glenn, and people said, how do you manage the time? And then Val, and who was the other person with Val? Her sidekick, the secretary. There was Val. Pat. And they came to see me and said, you know, how much holidays have you had? They worked out I was having about 2 weeks holidays a year, and the other 4 weeks holidays a year I was using to teach an ALS and ATLS. So we ran all these courses, got all Jess, Marianne, Matt, everybody to come along and started running these courses. And then I became instructor of instructors, course director. Then I was able to credit course directors. So we ran courses to ticket everybody up. And I mean, we're falling over with course directors here, people who can do it. And it's been, again, thanks to Jane and especially Glenn, because Jane did all the paperwork and all the organising and arranging people. Glenn did all the work at the back, arranging equipment, buying, sorting out dead pigs. Remember the dead pigs? Wild boar. They go and shoot them on the Wednesday morning, bring them in, and Glenn and Vic would sort them. And Andrew Proctor with a blowtorch down in the smell of burning boar hair. And then Victor used to turn them into sausages and meat. And we used to sell it. And the money we got
That's just not right.
from these sausages and the boar meat, we ploughed back into
Now we've got
ATLS.
Craig.
And there was Craig. I'm sorry Craig wasn't here. Craig has been the only.
Good wishes too, you know.
He was the only one. He's been the second longest ATLS instructor because he went away, trained, came back, and he supported me. And most of the others retired, gone. Craig's the only other one who really.
He just introduces himself as a local farmer.
There's a local farm. And of course,
He's almost passing out business cards for turkeys for Christmas.
I reckon he does an eggs in the morning.
Yes,
It
yeah.
doesn't say I'm a
So
local
I've
farmer, it
had a
just
lovely
offers
time.
everyone the
I couldn't have
services.
wanted better. I've trained so many people, taught so many people. I remember when I was an anatomy lecturer, and I really enjoyed teaching, but it was the old style teaching, and then when I went to college, learned the new style teaching, and it's kept me in good stead even now. So to everybody, thank you very much indeed. I've never had a try. I've never been mowed, never won anything before.
That's brilliant.
So thank you very much indeed. Thank you
Can I
all
just say,
very much.
from the Matt, the Marianne and the Jess mentioned in the speech,
And me.
And
Here
yeah, Mark,
saying
yeah.
the other.
you have been instrumental in our careers, and you will be looked on as a mentor and an influence for the rest of them.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Here, here. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Cheers,
Thank
Alan.
you.
Cheers.
Thanks a lot, everybody.
Alan, can I just say, you haven't won that trophy, you've earned it.
Yes, that's lovely.
It's a
Well said, well
lifetime achievement award
Yes.
rather than a best.
And actually, they want it back at the end of the night.
Next year it goes on to the next person.
No,
It's like the GMC
no,
system.
no, it is unique. When I put a turkey on
That's
the
absolutely amazing.
When
Right, now, park yourself, because I'm